What's going on? My name is Ario the Juice from Juicy Tech YouTube channel and podcast. Today we are going to, today I'm going to show you how to create a resource group, a virtual machine on Microsoft Azure. We're also going to remote connect to the virtual machine. So I'm going to show you what the desktop will look like as a virtual desktop. Basically, if it doesn't make any sense, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm also going to ping the virtual machine on the remote connect application. Again, if it doesn't make sense, I'll show what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and get started. So first thing first, you want to go ahead and go on your Microsoft portal. I'm sorry, your Azure portal, right? Your portal on Azure, which is the home screen. It should look like this, basically. Okay, let me close this down. So it should look like this. To find this, just simply go on your browser and type in portal Azure. It should bring you to, well, first let's find the link, the correct link, this, and it's gonna take you to, I guess I have to sign in. Okay, let's sign in. Oh, there you go. So yeah, it should bring you to this home page, which is your portal on Azure. So let's get started. First thing first, again, let's build the resource group first. And what you would do is just simply go on here where the cursor is and hit resource group, press that. Let's go to this blue link here, create resource group, hit that. And let's create our resource group. So first thing first, let's name it. I'm gonna call it RG for resource group -1, resource group 1. For the region, I'm gonna leave it as US, East US. Well, I live here in the East Coast of the United States, but feel free to choose other regions. So if you're on the West Coast, choose that, South Central, wherever that is exactly, and other parts of the world. So again, I'm gonna leave mine at East US and we're all set. So let's just create a resource group, and it's just that simple, right? Validation pass, let's say create in the very bottom here. And there's your resource group created, all set. Next, we're gonna create our virtual machine. So what you would do is go on the home screen here, hit home. It'll take you to this page. Let's choose virtual machine right here. Hit that. And let's hit this blue button here. It says create. To create our virtual machine, we're gonna go on the very top, Azure virtual machine, hit that. And it brings you to this page. So first thing first, we're gonna choose, well, we're gonna leave this one alone, subscription. We'll leave that alone since you already have a subscription with Azure. Let's go to resource group. Go on this box here, and our drop down is going to be the resource group we just created. So here's my resource group, RG-1. Click that, and virtual machine name, I'm going to call mine VM1, so short for virtual machine 1. Region, let's make sure it's on the same region as our resource group, East US. Make sure yours is matching whatever you chose for your resource group. Availability option, we'll leave that alone. Availability zone, we'll leave that alone as well. Security type, leave that alone. Image, we are going to change this to Windows Pro. There's also a Windows 11, but I'll just keep mine a little simple because I've been using 10 Pro for a while. So let's choose that. And for size, I'm going to choose the cheapest one. I'll just choose this one, $70. Keep that right there. Welcome to choose any other option you want, but I'm going to just choose this one. All right. And for the username, I'm going to create this right here. My first name, 1984. Password, just make sure you don't lose this information. Make sure you keep the password and username with you because you're going to use that to log in into your virtual machine with the remote application. You see what I'm talking about? Just make sure you save this information. If you have to write it down, take a picture, I don't know, whatever best for you to remember your username and password, right? So we got that. Next, we're gonna go ahead in the very bottom and hit this box right here. I confirm I have an eligible Windows license, blah, 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 whatever. And we're gonna go down here and hit next. Hit next again. This page is important. We're gonna make sure all 3 of these boxes are marked, basically. They're not empty. Make sure each one has this information, right? And we're gonna scroll to the very bottom and hit next for management. Next, monitoring, advanced, hit next, next, and next. All right, so our virtual machine is being created. Validation pass, we're all good. Now we're gonna just hit create to make sure we finally create our virtual machine. And we should be good to go. So while that's cooking, let's go ahead and open up our Microsoft Remote. Let me show what I'm talking about. Right here. So this is what you have to download. If you don't have this, go ahead and stop this video, or yeah, just stop this video or pause it and make sure you download Microsoft Remote Desktop. Right, so that's going to bring you over here. Once you choose it, we're going to hit Add PC, and the PC name is the first section we're going to use to connect into our virtual machine. So as you can see, it says deployment succeeded. We just completed our virtual machine. It is now deployed and ready to be used. So first thing first, let's go in the home page here. Hit home. We're going to click our, well, let's check this out real quick. This is the resource group. Let me just see what's going on here. This is all of our setup here for our virtual machine. Here's our hard drive, our other information that's available to create this virtual machine. Your public IP address, so some network stuff. Your network security, a bunch of good information, right? All right, so let's go back into the home page and let's go into the virtual machine. VM1 is what I chose. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this public IP address here, right there. We're gonna copy and paste it, right? This information right here. Copy that, sorry, not paste it, but copy it. And we're gonna go back to our remote control app, our Microsoft Remote Desktop. Again, you see where it says PC name? This is where you paste the IP address that you just copied. You paste it in here and hit add. It's gonna bring you here. You're gonna go on these three dots here, open that up and hit connect. Okay, now that password and that username that you saved, that I want you to save, this is where you input the information. So for username, I'm gonna put my username that I created. Make sure you do the same thing. And of course, the password that you created, put that in here. And we're going to hit continue. What does it say? You are connected to, yep, we're going to just hit continue. And that should bring us to our desktop right here. So while that's cooking, right? While that's cooking, let's go back to our virtual machine here. I'm looking for, okay, there it is. This is your private IP address. This is also important as well too. Yeah, very important. So why is that a big deal? Because let's say you had two virtual machines and you want to ping from one machine to another, and you will have to ping the private IP address, which is right here, to ping that virtual machine. So that's why the private IP address is very important to have. And that's awesome. That's right here. So that's cool. Let's go back to our virtual machine and let's set that up. Let's just press no for location, no for this, no for that, and no for this. Make sure everything's no basically, and hit accept. Let that cook a little bit also. And here's our virtual machine that we have created via Microsoft Azure. Super cool stuff. This is your virtual desktop. So, like I said, I'm going to ping this virtual machine. So to do that, we're going to open Microsoft PowerShell. If it wants to open, there it is. Your Windows, I said Microsoft, your Windows PowerShell, excuse me. Open that up. All right, it's going to search bar and hit power, and it should show Windows PowerShell. Okay, so here's our terminal. And like I said, I'm going to ping this virtual machine. So just simply type that in, and there you go. Awesome stuff. To ping, let me see here if I can do it here. Let me see. I think let me go to our virtual machine on Azure, and it was 10.0.0.4. So let's ping that private IP address for, see what happens. There you go. It works. Awesome. Really cool stuff. And to ping forever, well, I can just simply do this. Press up and -T, and this pings forever. So I'm just trying to show that it works basically. Our virtual machine is fully running, and it's really cool to see that it's doing great. So that's how you pretty much set up a virtual machine via Azure. Again, you're able to, let me go back on, there it is. You're able to, again, create 2 different machines. So I can create another one and I could ping from my VM1 right here, this virtual machine. I can ping from here to, for example, my VM2, my virtual machine 2, and see what's going on that desktop. Basically, you're also able to stop the ping on your virtual machine. Basically, you can actually allow and deny ICMP to just be allowed. Basically, all this is possible using Microsoft Azure, which is super amazing stuff. But this again, this is how you create your resource group, your virtual machine, basically your virtual desktop in the cloud using Azure. Hope you got some value from this video. This was awesome and fun to do, and see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.